had this discussion with my son today, telling him there's nothing wrong with you. There will never be anything wrong with you. There will be behaviors that are there in place to teach you. There will be behaviors and people and places that will absolutely remind you that you have power. That you have power of decision and control of what you want. And his eyes were just, there's nothing wrong with me. And if I ever come to say that you are not good, you can correct me. It's not you are not good. It's the behavior. It's the action that maybe was done in a reactive way. Maybe it is just a friction in the moment for us to settle in our true power, in our true understanding that we have control to change. We have power to change. To feel good about the actions we're making, the decisions we're making and taking, and so forth. So my 13-year-old looks at me, and I can see how much that has opened thinking space for him to try new things. And it has happened that the last 2 weeks he's looking for ways to gain more independence. And how beautiful is that? And how beautiful it is for me to recognize that my job is to help him with that. My job is in no way to limit this impulse, this need to explore his capabilities and abilities and develop the ones that will fit him and his way of being, him as Nathaniel. And I have ways to look back and see how parents with controlling ways don't allow kids to make decisions. And when they were younger, I was that. Don't do that, don't do that. Whenever we tell the kids, don't do that because I said so, truly, what's the lesson in that? It's only to listen to others. Only that you have no power to decide. You are too small. You are too... Come on, these words have power. And if that's the way you were parented, it's time for you to level up. Level up. Let's parents, let's let us, our kids, decide. Let them learn that there are consequences. And let them fall in a safe space. And let them fall so that when they get up, they will remember that as a key lesson for life. And every time they will have a memory of, I tried this and it didn't work out. Not I rebelled against my parents. They told me not to, and I did it anyway. And do you see how the story can get complicated and the trauma can grow from there? Parents, let's let our kids make decisions. Think as a mom for a daughter. If I always make decisions for clothes, for this and that, for what to eat, for... When will this child learn that I can make decisions in a peaceful manner? And then they find a partner in life, and you decide. Oh man, I was that. And it's not fun around those people that always put the decision on somebody else. It weighs on people. And what does it mean you decide? What does it mean? And for everybody can be a different answer. For me, if I can't decide, I do not know my true power. I do not know my true truth, my true essence. I will decide because it's right for me to make decisions for myself. And that's a tough one. When we're kids, let the parents pay, let the parents do, and the parents do it because it makes them feel good. until we let them be independent in the world. And one thing, the world will not get convenient for our kids. The world will not get all of a sudden convenient for them to practice the same what they're practicing at home. Yeah, that's a tough one too. The world doesn't get convenient for us. So the more lessons, the more decisions, and the more tries they do around us, and we encourage, even when they fail, the fact that they tried and then they got a really good lesson that this time it wasn't the best, or whatever the lesson was. So we alert them there will be lessons, and let's keep the lesson, not the pain. Let's not make it something about ourselves, that I wasn't good enough, that I'm not lovable, that I'm not good as they are, so therefore I will shrink and be small forever. That is not beneficial to the person, to the world around them. Yeah, I know. These are some truth coming out of me today, just because. And I let it come to the surface, and I let it to be told from experience. Our kids are magnificent. Our kids are amazing. And we are their ground, their playground to try to do the life before they have to be thrown independently somewhere. The word thrown, not the most powerful one, by the way. But if we don't prepare them, they feel as if the world is not a benevolent place to be. It doesn't feel like it because, well, they're not taking care of that. They're not, oh, I'm by myself, and try to get up from that. But every day, if we can remind them, you can make decisions for yourself. What is the truth for you? What feels good? What truly moves you? Can you help? Please come here. Let's be a team. Let's encourage. Let's be there when they have some tough moments. And if we know how to do that with ourselves, we will inevitably will just do that around them. But if we need to work with our own trauma, if we need to work with our own empowerment, please do that. Please find ways so that the model that you have, the way of being, is of being in power, in your own joy, in your own love, because it's easy to do it from there when it's your way of being. We as parents are given a very important job to create self-sufficient, self-reliant kids, adults with time. So allow them to speak their truth, allow to hear what they have to say without having, because I said so, stop talking. You are too loud, you are too this, you are too that. Whenever you attach the words you are, be loving, because those words become their inner voice, their inner critic, and it's not serving. It's not gonna serve them, you, or the world. So much love, much peace to you, and find ways to empower your kids.